everybody? This is Chris with Chris TV, here to save you some more money with these holiday deals. First, I want to repeat something that I've been repeating in all the videos this week, and that is if you see a deal, go ahead and get it. This morning, I go to my cart because I was about to finally buy this thing. You see this? There's a problem, and I already know, uh-oh, what is going on? So here it is. This Milwaukee cutoff tool. I finally found it deep into the search. Before you would go to this item, and it'll let you choose a free gift. And then they switched it up, I guess, because people hacking them so much, and they just are including separate packages. So I was going to buy this because obviously this is the most expensive one, and I was just going to sell this on eBay and get this half off, along with probably the battery and the charger and stuff like that. So I would have got this fairly cheap. But for whatever reason, I had the funeral Friday, and yesterday I got busy and I forgot. So I went to go do it this morning, and now the thing is out of stock. So I get Home Depot on the line, and I'm like, hey, look, you can look at the model numbers here, see that it is just this and this. Let me get that for $199. They were like, no, we can't. It's while supplies last. I'm like, well, the supplies are still lasting. You see, this is still in stock. And they were like, no. So, it is what it is. Even I get caught sometimes. So, again, if you see something you like, get it. So, anyway, with that said, I just wanted to go over some of the deals that I saw. I took some pictures the other day. So here we go. So, we already went over these. We already know the Milwaukee pack out with the top closing cases. $229. The DeWalt is the same price as it was last year, $149. For all the people that thought I was crazy and just lying and making up stuff last year, no, it was $149. The Rigid was $89 last year, now it's $119. So obviously the DeWalt overall sale for sale, pound for pound is the better deal. Rigid is still very cheap though, and there was somebody left a comment on one of the previous videos on how they were able to get this cheap. They were saying online that if you see the little breakdown right here, this is obviously more than $119 if you bought them separately. But they hacked it somehow to make it come up cheap. You have to go back and look at the comments. I'll leave the link up here in the upper right hand corner. But anyway, let's get to some other things. These DeWalt tools, I think I covered these. The one I'm most interested in is this mini circular saw here. I was going back and forth between that and that cutoff tool, which is what held me up on buying the cutoff tool. But this is primarily for wood. It spins at, I think, 950 RPM, whereas the cutoff tool with its 3-inch blade is 20,000 RPM. It's not variable. You can't adjust it just on and off, but it's not made for wood. This is made for wood. And they're really just two different tools, even though they look very similar. This is legit a mini circular saw. The other one's a mini angle grinder, basically, but not at an angle. All right, so let's talk about the Milwaukee brad nailer. So they have this as a special buy for $299. It's a special buy, all right, but they're the ones getting over. It's not a deal at all, and I wanted to go and show you guys that. This is what Honey is for. I mean, Honey gives people cash back. I just not like Rakuten or Retail Me Not. So I don't use it for that. But let's go here. We see it's a bestseller, and they're talking about it's a special buy. But this thing been $279 all year. $279. You see that recent price increase. As soon as you go to Honey and we look at the price history. Let's scroll down and we go. You've seen the last 30 days, it's been $279, but I mean, let's just take it back. I always like to go back as far as I can. I wish this thing would go back a year. But look, all year for the last 6 months, it's been $279. And for Black Friday, for the holidays on the 29th, they raised it to $299 and called that a special deal, special buy. So that's not a special buy at all. Don't buy that. You can just wait. I think probably maybe around Christmas or after the New Year's, this should go down. I don't know. I really don't know. They've been stingy with the brad nailer since last year. Last year, you could get this thing for below $200. So that's what I'm holding out for. All right, anyway, moving on. We have some Milwaukee Impact bits, and I don't think it's a bad price for 120 pieces. A lot of the pieces are going to be redundant, but I mean, you kind of need that for some things because for some applications because these tips wear out. They have this wear guard tip, but if I recall, I think Project Farm did a review of these, and they were okay. They weren't anything to really write home about. They weren't bad, but they weren't the best either. But for $25, I don't think it's too bad. I don't think I'll be getting them now. And then we have this socket set, this 3/8 drive ratchet and socket set. I believe the 1/4 drive ratchet and socket set by Milwaukee is also $99. I'd have to let's go look it up. I don't have to confirm. I could just look that up right now. Okay. Because I recall seeing a deal where you got them both together. You can get them both for like $198 or $189, I think. Let's see if they took that away. Oh, $148 for both? Wait. Something's wrong. That's not the full set. Oh, it's 54 piece total, including both. All right, that's what I thought. See, it's 218. This went up too. I'm pretty sure I saw this. It was one something. Let's go look at Honey. No, Honey's telling me I'm tripping. It's been the same price. Nah, I knew it. I knew I saw it for 199. Oh, this has been as low as 189. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew I saw it. This is in August though. I saw it for 199. Maybe it was September. I feel like it was early October, but yeah, either way, this 218 is new. But it's traditionally, yeah, it was 289 for most of the year. And it just dropped in August. Would I recommend these? I do have these and I've been meaning to do a review. I wouldn't. I feel like you get a much better bang for your buck getting a Husky set, which we'll get into in the next couple of slides. But I'll do a formal review. I have this set and I have a big Husky set as well. I mean, the Milwaukee, the finish on these is nicer. I mean, they feel way more substantial. You can clearly hold the sockets up to one another and see that they're better. These have squared bodies. People say, oh, they prevent roll away. Not really. When you drop them, they still roll away just as much as the Husky does. It doesn't really prevent the rolling. But I will say this: they the squaredness of it is for being able to put a wrench on it. So let's say you're in a tight spot and you can't, sometimes when you're working on a car, you can't put this actual socket on there, but you might be able. You might be able to fit the socket on there, but not the ratchet itself. You put the socket on there, then you could just use a wrench to, turn it, and that's what it's for. It's not really to prevent rollaway. It says it to deter rolling. Deter rolling is a good word, deter, because it doesn't stop it, but they still roll away. And a wrench compatible design. That's to me the biggest feature. But I've never really. I use them, but the Huskies are better. And then, the Huskies are like the BMW, and these are like the Rolls Royce. Do you need a Rolls Royce to get around, especially when you're working on cars? Do you need Rolls Royce tools? Because the BMW get it done just as well. And of course, this is brand new BMW, brand new Rolls Royce. You definitely don't want no old BMW because that ain't gonna work for you. But anyway, let's move on. So that's not a bad deal. If you wanted to try it, I wouldn't recommend it though. Moving on. Oh man, if you guys don't have a pry bar set, these Huskies aren't bad. I almost got these last year, but the reason I didn't was because I don't believe that they had the strike plate and on the end. Now, if you look closer, you can see the silver in the back, and they have a strike plate now. So I end up going with I got a Milwaukee set like a year and a half ago, and they've been pretty good. I am starting to see a little wear on the tips of some of them, And I think my Milwaukee came with 4 or 5 pry bars. This is three, but I paid significantly more, like triple, for my Milwaukee set. Very heavy duty, but I think that this is definitely a good deal. I think it's a good deal for $40 with 25. It's not bad at all. And then now they have the strike plate on the end, which comes in handy, especially when you're changing like axles and stuff like that. This long boy with that strike plate, yeah. So this is a good deal. I like that. And plus, it has a lifetime warranty. That's why I also like Husky tools. They are a Home Depot brand. If you ever have issues, just take the broken tool back to Home Depot and they'll give you a brand new one. Even if it was just one, you might not have the whole set on you, but if one breaks, you take it up there, they should give you a new 3-piece set. So that is that. Also, this 19-piece extension set, I have this as well. I love it. That's kind of the problem with a lot of these kits. They don't have all these pieces, especially pieces that go from 3/4 to 1/2. Like that is really hard to find in adapter sets, and this has them all. Even there's a little flexible extension there. So 24.97 is a great deal. I think I paid either the same or $19. So either way, this is good. The set that's underneath this, I think, is the same price. But I think this is a repeat sale from last year. And again, lifetime warranty. So if you have any issues, you could be rough on them. That's kind of what I like. You can be really rough on these, and it's not an issue. Speaking of warranty, okay, yeah, it's a lifetime warranty with the Milwaukees. The thing is, though, you have to mail them off, right? You got to mail it back, and that becomes a hassle. I enjoy being able to just pull up the Home Depot, say, look, this broke, and, getting it replaced. So there's that convenience there. And this is also why I always recommend buying stuff from Home Depot or Lowe's, because instead of like I like Acme Tools. AcmeTools.com has deals that are better than Home Depot and stuff on occasion, especially during these times, and Lowe's. But you have to deal with the hassle of mailing something back if it's an issue, and they also have shorter return windows. So I just prefer to go with Home Depot and Lowe's. Moving on. Oh, look, torque wrenches. If you want a decent torque wrench without getting, spending hundreds of dollars on one, uh, Husky all day. Don't go that Cobalt route. Those Cobalt torque wrenches, I've broken 3 of them, and I didn't like one. I used quite a bit, but it broke. I bought another one. I used it. I used it like maybe on one car, then I used it on the Phaeton, and it broke. Phaeton broke it. Went to Lowe's, got it changed back out. Then I had a flat on my LX470, and was trying to get the lug nuts off of that, and it broke again. I threw that thing in the trash. I wasn't about to keep going back to Lowe's, taking that back. Black Friday rolled around. I got these and have never been happier. I love the Husky torque wrenches. I have every size. I highly recommend them at this price. But anyway, they're very good, so I recommend them. That breaker bar is new. I don't have that. The torque wrench is what I use pretty much for the breaker bar. I use that 1/2-inch drive, and it's been pretty much good for everything I need. But I could grab this breaker bar just in case, but I don't think I need that for real. Now, let's get into the mechanic set. You have a 290 piece for $149. I would never pay $150 for a Husky set unless it was like 500 pieces. Don't go for this one. There's a cheaper set. Like I paid like 90 something dollars for 250 or 270 piece. So don't get excited by this, and they all look exactly the same. You gotta really read here. So that one was $149. And let's move along here. I'm skipping ahead for a reason. Here we go. 270 piece, 3-drawer system, $99. This right here is a really, really good deal. If you need a mechanic set, get this. Even if you are already a mechanic, you just need a good set of tools with a lifetime warranty or something break. You can drive back to the store real quick and get a new set. Get this right here. And I don't know how they handle that. If something breaks, I had some stuff rust out because it rained on this on accident. I left my garage door open, and a couple of pieces got a little rusty. They're not broken; they still work. But I don't know. Maybe when or if these ever break, I'll come back and talk to you about how the warranty worked. But uh, this is the one you want. That 20 pieces, those extra 20 pieces are not worth the extra $50. And I had already did my research on what the pieces were. It's basically it has more deep sockets, and that's pretty much it. You as far as I think all the sizes are going to be pretty much the same. Um, and for the $50 savings, whatever this kit doesn't have, you find you come across something you don't have, you could probably just go buy the individual pieces and still come out cheaper. So let's go all the way back. We're not gonna go through all these right in this video. Um, Tape measure. Now, keep in mind this is your regular traditional type of tape measure. It doesn't uh, do the auto stop. You know, you have to pull it out and then push the button down. If you into that, I don't like those. They have some squares, $15. Can't beat that. And these box cutters, y'all. I mean, now the blades dull out really quick on these, but these are fantastic, fantastic box cutters. I love them. I love these things. And $15, I think that's what I paid for them as well a year or so ago. I highly recommend them. I'm going to stop it there because I could. These DeWalt tools are going to be something all on their own. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. Uh, Again, I highly recommend. You see, there's a whole lot of stuff in the gift center, hoodies and all that. I never use those. I just dress in layers and call it a day. But they have a bunch of socks and stuff like that. All those things from Husky. I hope you learned something new about that. Highly recommend them. Go out and get that $99 kit. The pry bar, highly recommend. And those extensions, they're right there for whatever they were, $25, whatever. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.